So today we're going over how to field strip and take apart any AR-15 variant. So you go ahead, eject that mag, grab our charging handle, pull that bolt back, make sure that weapon is nice and clear for us. We're going to go ahead and punch out both the front and rear takedown pins. Sometimes it's helpful to flip sides and pull them after you punch them from the back, and that's going to separate our upper from our lower. At this point, the lower is fully field stripped, so we'll go ahead and set that aside. Next, we're going to grab our charging handle, pull back. That'll bring out the bolt carrier group, and if we pull back on the charging handle and down, it'll bring out our charging handle as well. So at this point, the upper, the lower, and the charging handle are all completely field stripped, so we're going to bring our attention to the bolt carrier group. So the first piece we're going to take out of the bolt carrier group is the firing pin retaining pin right here, and that should just pull out. Boop. Set that aside. From this point, we just tip the bolt over, and the firing pin should come right out. Next, we're going to push the bolt in, and that'll bring this cam pin up to this position. We're then going to rotate the cam pin 90 degrees, and then that cam pin should pull out. Next, we take our bolt, and that should pull out of the bolt carrier group. So this is our AR-15 completely disassembled and field stripped. To put it back together, we're going to grab our bolt carrier group and our bolt, going to slide the bolt into the bolt carrier group and push it all the way in. So there's actually a hole right here in both the bolt carrier and the bolt that this cam pin is going to slide into. We're going to orient the cam pin so that the long end of the rectangle is horizontal, and then that should slide into the hole in both the bolt carrier and the bolt just like that. From here, we're going to spin that cam pin back 90 degrees so the long end of that rectangle is vertical, and we're going to pull the bolt back. From this position, we're going to hold our bolt carrier vertically, drop the firing pin into the top, and that should orient in place. Sometimes it's helpful to push a little bit back on this end to make sure it's set correctly. Then we grab our firing pin retaining pin and slide that back in this hole here, and our bolt is completely reassembled. We're going to go ahead and take our upper and our charging handle. We're going to orient the charging handle with this little piece facing down. So it's kind of hard to appreciate, but on the charging handle, there are two little out pouches here. So what we have to do is go in and then up in the AR-15 upper. If you just go straight in, those two little out pouches will catch. So bring it down, put it in, pull it up. So from this position, what we do is we grab our bolt. The carrier key of the bolt right here should align with the undersurface of the charging handle, and your bolt and charging handle will then be able to be pushed forward. From here, we grab our lower receiver and our upper receiver, and we're going to line up these holes with these pins in both the front and the back. So we're going to push this together. Once we've lined up our upper receiver to our lower receiver, we're going to go ahead and push these pins all the way in, just like that. Going to go ahead and rack that charging handle, function check the weapon, firing good, slop that mag back in, and there we have it. There's our AR-15 fully field stripped and then put back together. We really appreciate you guys watching this kind of content. Please hit the Muzzle Broke channel with the subscribe. I would really appreciate it.